Well, estate planning is something that, well, I'll set your worries at ease. If you don't have an estate plan, Frank, the state of California wrote one for you. And your family's going to find out in a very uncomfortable way what that works, how that works. It's called probate. And if you don't have a plan in place, even if you're just incapacitated, something happens to you and you don't actually manage to die, and somebody wants to continue to run your business, well, they're going to end up taking your business into the probate court, and all of the bids and anything that you need to do to run your business are now blessed and approved through the probate process. Also, the attorneys who wrote the probate code wrote their salary right into the probate code. Now, I'm not an attorney, so I can't say what that is or whatnot, but what we're suggesting is that people end up, if appropriate, that they get a living revocable trust, and as part of getting that living revocable trust, there's durable powers of attorney. One is for health care, so if something happens to you, that those decisions are made on your behalf, and then the other is for finance. You know, a bill comes in and it needs to have some special language in it as well. So a bill comes in and the person who's going to pay your bills on your behalf gets a bill from a doctor's office. Well, they need to make sure that they can ask questions, and without the right language, how do they know that they can pay that bill? It's very important, very, very important. And one thing I wanted to add back into the estate planning part of that, Frank, was as people, well, one thing is if you have a retirement account or a life insurance policy, you have something called a beneficiary. Who is that going to pay to when you pass away? And one of the distinctions about who I am is I've been trained by a gentleman, his name is Ed Slott. And Ed Slott is who the Wall Street Journal calls when they have questions about retirement and pensions. And through that training, I've learned a great deal about how beneficiary statements should be set up. And the challenge is I haven't seen a beneficiary statement set up the way that the owner thinks it would be set up. So that's critical. That one of the things we'll do is we'll do a complimentary beneficiary review with people and make sure that things are set up properly.